what they have drafted in for game one, as they are on blue side, so they will have priority. For Detonator themselves, going to be on red side here to start off game one. And going to start with a quick Renekton ban coming out from Steel Wolves, targeted more or less over toward Colton Feet. Akali going to be the response here from Detonator, meaning Azure or Pain won't be able to run Cleanse Akali with no flash. New meta fish. Don't need flash on Akali, apparently. Aatrox actually getting a ban here on the side of Steel Wolves, usually reserved for the red side ban, but looks like Steel Wolves don't even want to first pick it here.
Nah, Zera's not a big Aatrox player. Renekton ban surprises me. I think they want to put some emphasis in towards Colton Feet's top lane picks.
Seeing the Pike ban come out here.
It just makes me feel like they want to go Xayah Rakan bot lane. But then I don't know if they want to go Xayah Rakan bot lane when YJY is not playing, because he'd be your Xayah player.
And you're also first pick here. It's rather like, it could have been just banned out here. Instead they get rid of the Nocturne instead of the Yuumi. Because then the Rakan could have been taken immediately there by Detonator if they wanted to.
Priority pick on the Elise, seems for Vansu.
Ooh,
There's
Olaf.
so many good jungle picks left open. Olaf's still there, you could just take that. I would have liked if Detonator picked two different ones and just save the Olaf pick for third. Because the first draft, it's a lot more important to lock in what you want.
Especially when the jungle's already shown.
Yeah, what you want that's not taken from the pool. I feel it'd be much better to pick two champions early.
Ooh, gonna go with Karma here. So Steel Wolves have that opportunity if they want the Xayah Rakan combo. Or do they try and take the Lucian away here from K-Star?
Yeah, they took his Lucian. See if Spirit has a pocket Lucian ready here and can pop off against K-Star. We've only seen him in the top lane, so we don't know how well he's going to do into the bottom side of the map, but his top lane plays weren't that impressive.
Kiana also going to get locked in. So a lot of priority onto these carries for Steel Wolves. Tristana, though, being shown here by Detonator, and it can be flexed both in a solo lane or onto K-Star if you wanted to.
And now remember, Colton Feet is an 80 carry player.
So he might just play Tristana.
And he has played Tristana before. I would not be surprised if that's what he decides to pick up here. I've been playing Tristana in solo queue. She's absolutely busted.
That's your new suggestion?
She is broken. Play Tristana. You get free elo. It's fantastic. You hit level 3 and people just die. It's amazing. I get any aggressive support, an Alistar, null, I don't care. Anyone that can just go in, flash on their heads and do something, and you just win the game. It's amazing. You just press E, you right-click them, hands off the keyboard, then W when your right clicks are done.
Ooh, I like this, too, from Detonator, picking up the support, because that still leaves the option whether or not they want to flex that Tristana into top or onto the 80 carry, depending on what's picked up here by Steel Wolves.
Tristana Braum is also a kill lane, but not really into Lucian Alistar. As an aggressive bottom lane from Spirit and SLY. Oh, you go Tristana top.
Oh yeah,
You Tristana top. That if I'm Detonator's coach and I see that being picked there with a Tristana flex pick on the table, I'm putting Tristana top lane. Don't! Why? You've got an Olaf jungle. That's a Vladimir which Tristana can kill. Muppets.
Oh boy. Already the start of the fish flame. I dig it.
Ah!
Have you ever been so angry, fish?
Yes.
Looking for a little bit of CC during the fights, it seems, here on the side of Detonator. They want the cannon.
I could even have gone for a mid lane. A Karma top has a good matchup into Vladimir as well. I think this is not good.
Oh,
Okay, I mean, it's not a horrible draft, but I just thought they could have done so much more.
Well, it gives the opportunity here for Azure to try and
Puppets!
have a good matchup. We'll also see that Kiana go into the Karma mid lane and get a taste of Tristana and bot as we load on into the Rift here for game one of our final series.
I'm upset.
Here's a duck. Duck makes you feel good.
No.
What about the squirrel rat with the deer antlers? Okay. Stop it. Pick you up something from the store.
She's done goofed, Aaron.
Oh, Azor.
If you're Tristana, you'd be dead.
I don't think he actually would be. Oh, boy. So what's your plan here for Steel Wolves? What are you trying to do?
Kill
against
bot
it?
lane.
Kill bot lane. That's
Yep.
what you want to go for?
You are focusing heavily bottom side of the map. Azure is basically your insurance policy. You throw him out to the wolves, you say survive as much as you can, don't die as much as you can. You get Pain ahead because he's into a Karma lane. He should be fine here. And you just perma-pressure bot lane. Tristana naturally pushes. She cannot freeze waves. It's impossible due to her explosive shot. You need to have some insane minion manipulation to do it. So that's always going to push back in. So
All of that.
That's fine.
Okay.
You're not going to get anything from those level ones. You need only Zaya or Khan can fight in the Tribe Rush at the moment. What I would have liked to see is Vance would just go red Krugs Raptors, clear topside jungle, and then prepare for dives bot. Because K-Star is going to naturally push in. You can already see it happening. Just let your Lucian and Alistar survive underneath the turret. You've got minion dematerializers on your supports. Just survive there for a little bit. And then perma-gank bot lane afterwards. Because eventually you're going to kill Braum. Well, Alistar Lucian is an aggressive lane as it is. You've got Ignite, you've got Press the Attack as well. Not to say Tristana Braum isn't. It is a kill lane still. Just that you have the jungle advantage to pressure bottom side quite heavily. We'll see if that's what they still end up going for. Just because he didn't take the jungle path I would have suggested doesn't mean that he's not going to be able to pressure bot side heavily.
Oh, Pain taking some shots here. Archnie going to be actually running the Klepto in this matchup.
Which is the correct one. A lot of people go for like the Airy, the Comet. It's just, what it provides you is a little bit of damage in lane. So unless you're going for a kill threat Karma, it's not as effective. You want the Klepto to get extra gold and scale up into better items.
Here we go,
Oh
Pain.
my.
Oh, that damage! That's also going to be the Ignite. Bansu flashing forward. Cocoon does not connect. Repel, though, with the bite coming down. The shield was there. Sek trying to come over. Archnie going to get taken down. That's first blood, though, going on over to Vansu. Pain coming over toward the wall. Wants to re-engage here, and now that's going to be a double kill onto the Elise. The flash forward from Rich, though, puts her away.
Yeah, level 2 against level 4, though. Rich going to have to run.
K-Star. Ooh, close, but no cigar. As K-Star going to be able to rocket jump back to safety. 2 kills, though, immediately onto the Elise.
Yeah, so we're talking about Kleptomancy. I think it's just the superior spell. You get so much gold from it at the moment that if you can run it without the risk of losing your lane, you should. And Karma's just one of those champions where your kill threat's so low. The real only opportunities you're going to get for kill threat is...
Oh, there's that engage. K-Star forced the flash away. Ignite was ticking. So Rich is also going to get stunned up.
Yeah, the only real opportunity you're going to get for kill threat is when a jungle gank comes through.
Vansu. Oh, can't dodge away. Needs a little bit more speed. Here comes Spirit and Sly, though. Can they finish him off? Kill going to be there. And now Sake going to be the main target. He gets taken down. That's going to be another kill onto this Elise. Spirit picking up the assist. Here comes Pain on the Kiana, and that's a very low Karma. Spirit dashing in, able to find himself the kill. Rich not able to get that final proc as they go over the wall. Double stun coming out from Pain, and that's a triple kill on the Lucian.
Yeah, Spirit's come out and said, what did you say about me in the pregame fish? I hope you know I am an excellent AD carry, and goes 3-0-1. What the heck are Detonator doing in this early game? They're playing this so poorly. Archnie pushing out without any vision, understanding it's an Elise jungle as well, not playing to the 3-minute timer of first gank. It's just really poor. And then Sek charging through like that onto an Elise when Elise had the experience advantage. Just
and
like,
your bot lane had no priority?
Exactly.
Whew.
Again, if Lucian and Alistar are going to be aggressive, you have 2 pushing lanes. It's going to be Cannon, and it's going to be this Karma. you don't really want to rely on your bottom lane to be the lane that's going to help you out, especially when that's where Steel Wolves can really attack this game.
That was a massive stun too, coming out from Pain over the wall.
Like this here, like he's level 4. Back off. Like after this axe connects, that's where you just go, okay, their bot lane's on their way, I'm done. Like don't even go for that axe, you just lose. And it was just simple follow-up. Really nicely played by Sly to say, I need to jump onto Archony. Spirit positions this really well the entire fight. He's not taking any damage. He's not under any threat, so he just simply plays it cautiously. And this was nice by Pain. Waits for both targets to get over the wall and then goes in for the kill. Really well, really good stuff coming out from Steel Wolves.
That's a massive buy too on the Lucian. You get 2 long swords and the VF sword to just the pickaxe of the Tristana. You can pretty much bet Sly and them are going to be looking for more action in that bot lane once Ignite's up.
Oh yeah, with double buff too, that's already such a good kill lane that Steel Wolves have set up. Sly can literally go in now for an engage whenever he wants, and there's not going to be any repercussions because of how far ahead they are. They're going to be forced to retreat and farm underneath their turret here. Really good start coming out from Steel Wolves. Has only net them about a 2,500 gold lead. Nothing to shy away from this early on. But I'd like to see how they're going to push their advantage and get something more.
There's Van2. Going to come nearby. Oh, flash engage into the wall, into the cocoon. And nice chain CC coming out as Pain gets the kill.
So nicely played from Steel Wolves, relying on this chain CC coming out of Kiana first, then the follow-up of the Elise. Excuse me. That was a well-played gank from Steel Wolves. Where's this team been? This is so much better. They're playing towards their win conditions fantastically.
We say this every time a team just comes out of nowhere in the first, like, 8 minutes of the match.
They have their win conditions. They're playing towards their win conditions. This is the LST. We don't see that.
Meanwhile, this top lane, you know, Colton Feet's only got a small CS advantage. That's pretty much it.
The dangerous thing is the entire opposition for the side of Steel Wolves is very squishy except for Alistar. Colin Feet's gone straight up AP cannon at the moment.
See here, that's going to be the Hemoplague popping out here by Zor. He's going to get that health back. Colton Feet decides not to use the Slicing Maelstrom just yet. Both flashes up on both top lanes, so they're not going to go for a full commit on a fight. Azor should be able to sustain back up here. Colton should be able to. He already rushed for the revolver, so he got a little bit of spell vamp. Pain, though, looking for a roam. Fresh wards, though, came out from Detonator, so that's going to be spotted out immediately.
So nicely played by Colton Feet.
Ooh, Zor. To trade back here. Vansu is nearby. Doesn't have his Hemoplague to trade back for the ultimate, so he'll be able to sustain back up. Yeah,
Colton Feet needed to hit his Q the first time he went for the trade, then he would have been able to apply some kill pressure. Not able to do so. But you can see what he's doing. He's lightning rushing in to fight to get the extra attack speed and says, you know what, Vladimir, you want to fight? Let's go, toe-to-toe. And Kennen will win those trades, and he's got Kleptomancy as well, so the longer he trades like that, as long as he doesn't die, he comes out ahead just from the gold he's going to get from his Keystone. Vansu's level 7, by the way. Sekka's level 6.
Able to apply pressure early, forcing that Olaf to have to play a little bit more defensively. Proto Belt online here for Colton Feet. Still has teleport available. Azur has the same, so we still don't really have a teleport advantage on either side. Archony could teleport down to the bot lane. Sly was channeling, but gets spotted out, so isn't going to go for the full commit there.
Yeah, they've got a good deep wards, like you mentioned, placed down earlier to spot out if Elise started making her way down. They're going to settle to try and take the dragon. That should be a free objective for Steel Wolves.
So game slowing just a little bit down here. You'd like to see Steel Wolves still apply some pressure down toward this bot side of the map. Have been able to continually push in the wave, and that's forcing K-Star to have to stay back and not go for a full back just yet.
That's what you want. And look at it this way. Bottom side of the map's cleared, so you only have to prepare for a potential dive threat coming out from Elise as well as Alistar. But Tristana is going to be fine farming off of turret. You're going to give up some turret plates, but that's the worst case scenario. Karma's going to be fine mid lane, shoving out and trying to avoid ganks. So what I think Sek should do now is go top lane and try and hard force Azure to at least a teleport. If you can get Vladimir to burn his teleport, now you have a TP play bot with a powerful teleport champion available. We could see potentially that come out as a way for them to try and get back into the game.
Nice little trade coming back from both mid lanes there. Feet jumping in. It'll take a little bit of damage, but like you said, Lightning rushing in and just getting a decent chunk of damage.
Needed one more auto attack onto Azure to get a pretty good trade there, but he's not afraid to just jump in, take minion, harass, and go toe-to-toe against this Vladimir. Very aggressive from Cold Feet.
He needs to do that early because you're starting to get cooldown reduction already on that Vladimir.
Yeah, it's almost level 9.
He's got
his QB max rank.
Yeah, he's got 20% cooldown reduction already, so. And depending on the rune setup, he might also win Transcendence for the extra little bit of AP he would get for the overbuild. So it's going to get to a point there where Azure should be able to sustain through all of this. Let's see, Rich. Oh, Rich might be caught out here. Might have to force out a flash.
No cocoon, so he's going to be fine.
Sly was looking for a rotation there. It's nice to see the Alistar looking to match the Braum. And that cuts away the Tristana from any support here.
It's got wards though, so K-Star should be perfectly fine.
That
Rocket Jump can, what's the word for it?
Over-prioritize?
Yeah, can buffer away from the Alistair headbutt combo, so should be okay. This is a nice move from Detonator, understanding that they've got to sacrifice bot side of the map. They play to where they're strong and try and take a Rift Tail for themselves. They need to get Cold Feet involved in this game, because although Vladimir and him are quite even, Vladimir doesn't spike till a little bit later.
He already had this Proto Belt finished for a little bit here. That Slicing Maelstrom is very impactful in these early fights if you wanted to make something happen in bot lane. So it looks like first brick gold going to go in favor of Steel Wolves, and that goes on to the AD carry. So Spirit's going to be happy. It's a 4,000 gold lead here for blue side. Sik's going to show himself in top lane. Azure just going to come nearby. He says, I can't really stop this guy, so what's going to be the play here? No teleports available on the side. It's only Azure, so he should be able to clear out the wave.
Kiana starts making his way up, so not going to be able to deal with that. So that was a Rift Tail just used for turret platings. Not a big fan. I felt like Olaf could have held on to that a little bit longer. Was just trying to draw some pressure away, I guess. Make it so that, you know, Pain had to start rotating up, or they couldn't apply as much pressure as they'd like. That's Ragnarok being burned onto Pain.
Very early. Oh, forcing it. Ooh! Ragnarok was still there to prevent any of the CC, but if that wore off as he flashed over the wall, that would have been tragic. So still some pressure coming out here, and that's going to be maybe a possible play toward the top side. Very dangerous to dive a Kennen with ultimate available.
It is. Vladimir as well as Elise both have tower reset potential, but look at this. Spirit's just taking so many turret plates.
Sake going to go over the wall here. He's got Hextech Flash.
Nice.
Spirit took one too many turret shots than I think he would like, so he's going to have to regen a little bit. Azure, what you doing there, bud? Oh, looking to turn this one around. Hemoplague's going to pop. That's going to force Golden Feet down to about 400. Meanwhile, mid lane, good flash coming out from K-Star, able to avoid the Alistar combo. Sake now wants to join in on the fight. Pain, though, could look for it, and K-Star going to be able to find it. Pain, though, does not have any ultimate to apply any more CC. Spirit over toward the wall. K-Star, is he thinking it?
Jump.
Here he goes in, but it may be a little too far forward, taking a lot down. Spirit! Flashing forward, Archony. Oh, almost gets him down low. Sake, though, gonna retrade back. Pain jumps on in. Double kill, though, and the shutdown is there. Here comes Vansu. Oh, and the axe is gonna find the slow, and the Karma speed buff gonna get the Olaf to safety.
You can see the cogs turning and Sex mine as soon as he tried to cut through the lane, realized that if he did that, he'd be a dead man walking thanks to the repel that would come out from Elise. Nice fight coming out from Detonator, but Spirit, he's really stepped up on this Lucian pick here. Able to dash back into the fight and contest the Tristana. Well played. Detonator a little bit sloppy when it came to the follow-up there, but they're still able to execute.
He gets some much-needed shutdown gold onto this Olaf, finally.
It doesn't give them too much of a breathing room, though, because they're still over 2,500 gold behind.
Yeah, a large majority of that coming from the turret plates. It's 8-3. Going to have Dragon spawning here shortly. It's going to be a Cloud Drake. We'll see if Steel Wolves want to try and add a second one for some additional rotation power. Let's see, Rich. Oh, buddy. Ward spawning that out. That's going to be another Drake being started here. As you can see the gold difference so far. Steel Wolves holding steady. A little bit of a drop in the last fight from that shutdown, but still hold a gold lead to start things off here in game one. refreshing to see from Steel Wolves, because you were a bit concerned heading in, you know, Spirit. We were going to come down into the bot lane over YJY.
Oh, he's playing very well.
He's played very well so far.
He's accelerated as well. He's got his Essence Reaver going towards the Infinity Edge next, whereas K-Star really just stuck on the Essence Reaver. He's the buffer.
Gonna try and get over. Gets over to there. Team of Plays
no.
coming out. Azor's going way too deep, though. K-Star, he's gonna survive just a little bit longer. And here comes the cannon ultimate. Slicing Maelstrom finds 2 members, as it's a double kill for Colvin Feet. And looking to add a triple here, as Azor's gonna try and
dead.
a little too much aggression coming out from Steel Wolves, and now Detonator starting to pull back the pieces into their favor as Azor's going to try and delay it a little longer, but now the gold lead cut down to only 1,500.
Nice idea to try and pressure this Tristana, but unfortunately not enough damage to get the kill. Rich almost botched that one by not getting the shield up in time to protect Tristana from some of Vladimir's damage. However, nowadays it's Colden Feet who takes his natural turret top, finally got a big teleport play, and has now bridged that gold gap for his team. 1,000 gold is what separates them now.
Vansu gets a cocoon, but Rich shouldn't be the target here. He's got Archie. Shields are starting to be quite powerful. He's picked up the Luden's Echo. Also has a decent chunk of damage during these fights.
Just going to help out Tristana when she hits her mid-game spike, which is really going to be 3 crit items, 75%. That's what Tristana's going to be at one of her strongest points. And then you're really looking for levels to get the extra range.
Colin Feet.
No flash.
No flash available. Gets stunned up into the wall. Nicely done. Shutdown going on over to the Elise, and they're going to turn immediately toward this first-tier tower in top lane. They might lose out on first-tier tower in mid lane, though.
Yep, they're going to make a trade. Top lane for mid lane. Tristana and Karma should push this down relatively easy before they can get down here.
Meanwhile, though, Zor's going to get that push in on bot lane. There's going to be a collapse here. Sly might get a full wraparound.
It's a big collapse coming out from Alistar.
Here we go.
Be careful.
Here comes the Vladimir as well. They're going to get the slow, but Detonator are going to be completely separated. Archony trying to get over to safety.
Spirit.
Ragnarok is going to be pushed. Spirit maybe going a little too far forward. Winter's Bite, though, does not connect. And now Pain can look for a rotation, and they can start to collapse here onto Detonator. They find the kill on the Karma. They get the quick knockback on the ultimate from Sly. Rich, I believe, is just going to sacrifice his life at this point, realizing his life is not worth as much as the AD carries, and they're going to give the gold on over. Let's see who's going to get the kill. It goes over to Spirit.
How did Sek get out of there? I didn't see. Oh, K-Star's still in trouble.
He's got rocket
jumps coming up
soon.
in 1 second.
Oh, here it is. That's going to be Cocoon. Oh, my goodness.
They just chased them through the ends of the earth there and made sure that they capitalized on those kills.
Perfect timing, too. They got a wave hitting that tower right when they collapsed.
Probably going to be able to get this one as well. Detonator really needed to turn and fight there and pick their battle, but instead they split up and just allowed this squad of Steel Wolves to tear them apart. Pick them off one by one. Really nicely played by Steel Wolves to know and understand that they can go for that collapse.
The Wolves on the hunt through the jungle, able to find him. Maybe looking for another one here is Colton Feet. Maybe too far forward. Sly has flash available. He doesn't really need to use it. Oh, Colton Feet able to get to safety, forcing the summoner out of the cannon.
Yeah, beautiful use of the Protobelt just to make sure you got a little bit of that extra distance to get away from Alistar. However, that was the big flank he was looking for. Fortunately, if he had a few more teammates there, he could have tried and looked for a fight.
On that back, Spirit's going to finish off his Infinity Edge, also getting his 2 components into his Zeal, so I believe that sits around now 60% crit chance.
Whereas Tristana's still not complete with her components or her boots, so Lucian's definitely ahead. The only way I see Detonator really winning this is if Cannon is able to get a complete lockdown onto Tristana during these fights. Onto Lucian these fights. Because even with that, you still have to worry about the dive threat of an Elise, a Kiana, and a Vladimir with an Alistar support. That's a very strong roster Steel Wolves have put together. They navigated the early game so well. Good stuff coming out from Spirit as well. You know, we used to say that the team relied a lot on YJY, and Spirit coming in here, he's been no pushover at all. He's ready to play.
Baron's going to join us as we hit 20 minutes. 12-7. A 4,000 gold lead in favor of Steel Wolves. So they look to set up now onto the 3rd elemental Drake of the game. Going to be an Ocean this time around. Not getting any luck on the Infernals, but still, stats are stats. You'll take them. Sek might be able to jump in here. Bansu Gonna get over the wall to the blasting cone. Luckily, that was not used earlier in any fight, so able to get out there. Oh, Pain!
What are you doing there, buddy?
What are you doing there, Betty? Oh, no, not looking too good here. Sly goes for the engage. That's going to be Culling coming out, and they take down the cannon. Can't turn around the fight. It's a 1-for-1.
Golden Feet proto-belted straight into a cocoon and instantly got locked down. A little bit too hypey. They should have tried to disengage after the kill instead, then look for the re-engage if Steel was overcommitted. But Golden Feet tried to take the opportunity without flash and got punished quite heavily for that.
On top of that, too, this should be the first tier tower in mid lane. And there we go. More gold being put onto this Lucian. Picking up another kill here, Vansu. Feeling pretty good here on the Elise as well. 6-1-4 has actually the Zonias, so looking for those heavy dives, as well as Azor. This Vladimir is starting to come online. You now just hit the 40% cooldown reduction on him.
Yeah, Vladimir with one more item is going to be completely busted in these team fights. Zonia's is complete. That's it. You've now got double Zonias from your front line and a Kiana to apply even more burst damage and Alistar to disrupt it. The only way they lose this is if somehow Golden Feet gets a Miracle Ultimate. Not impossible, but that's the only way they lose right now. Now it involves something like a deep ward flank around the Baron Pit with flash available for Golden Feet to try and get in position. Doesn't have Zonias for himself. I'd like to see him try and get 600 gold for a stopwatch.
Much waiting here at this point. One member from Detonator getting caught out. That could easily get turned into a Baron power play for Steel Wolves. And it's a key reminder. Steel Wolves want to overtake Detonator or Axis in the standings. They need a 2-0 here. Golden Feet. Oh, he's got a ward down, so he knows Archie's nearby. Vansu, where are you going? Looking to get a little happy. That's the full ultimate being used, though, and Golden Feet won't be able to finish off the Elise much longer. Azor tries. Oh, he gets away, but he goes straight into Slide. Now the Unstoppable going to be used. Ragnarok's put down, but here comes Spirit over the wall, and that's a big Lucian able to apply a lot of damage. They need to finish off the Olaf. He gets over to safety, though. Culling's going to come out. It's a little too far away. Shutdown, though, goes back over to Spirit as he re-engages over the wall, and a huge Kiana ultimate able to disrupt the fight. Once again, Rich goes over to safety. Stopwatches. K-Star, though, he's going to get nailed down, and Steel Wolves, they are hunting for kills.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to engage onto Vladimir and Elise. Both champions have an invulnerability spell, and on top of that, they both have Zhonya's Hourglass. Trying to go in to kill those two or trying to escape from those ganks is a difficult task. And then the follow-up is Tristana trying to jump in, but Tristana is underfed. She can't go toe-to-toe against Spirit right now.
With that, Steel Wolves going to go ahead and start up the Baron. Vansu's going to come nearby, so Sly's going to be the main tank here. Do have Golden Feet nearby.
No ultimate
Slicing
available,
Maelstorm's not available. Sly can disengage him immediately. That's going to be a Baron buff, a very late TP from the Karma. And things aren't looking good here for Detonator. Now sitting at a 7,000 gold deficit.
No, things are not looking good at all. Detonator right now in a really, really difficult situation.
Some break points, though. They'll be happy for you. Have Black Cleaver online for the Olaf. You got the Static Shiv for this Tristana finally. But you're going to have to hunker down now for the next 3 minutes.
Ardent Sensor helps them out, but yes, you really need 3 items at least on Tristana because her mid-game power trough is quite weak. She has good bursts in the early game. Her mid-game is okay, but you do have to get up in their face. And when you're against a 3-item, 3.5-item now, Lucian, it's just so difficult to take these fights.
And then Spirit just walking up here. Steel Wolves even looking to lay a trap onto the top side of the map. You take a look at the minimap, there's absolutely no vision for Detonator. This Kiana's just getting a free push here. Sly and them just keep rotating up. Look at this, though. Golden Feet really forcing a fight here. You're going to have 2-member show. Azor can really delay this for a very long time. What are they going to be able to get on the other side of the map? Stun's going to land. There's also Stopwatch. Here comes the rest of Steel Wolves, though. You might be hunting, but they come in as a pack. Golden Feet again with a flash to safety. Has the Stopwatch sec, though. Meanwhile, in the 1v1 against Vansu, going to get taken down. And there goes the cannon, even with the Slicing Maelstrom. It's not enough, but K-Star able to find a kill in response. Rich, though, going to get locked down. It's a double kill for the Elise. And Steel Wolves, they're happy to play scrappy.
It was a nice attempt, but Golden Feet really needed to use his
Oh my.
stopwatch when he got caught out by the Alistar, not after he got caught out by the Alistar, because he needed that ultimate to be applying damage and to be locking down multiple members of Steel Wolves while he was trying to run away. Not able to do so. Steel Wolves, they've come out to play in this first match and are looking to cause the first game upset already knocking on the bottom lane inhibitor.
Inhibitor should fall here. Pain also in the mid lane should be able to take that tower as well. Maybe even get some damage here onto the inhibitor itself, but decides to back off. Home guards are available now for Detonator. So they do get back to the base in time, only dropping one inhibitor, but the Baron buff has done its damage. They've cracked open that base and forces Golden Feet to now always have to deal with the split push threat.
You're also absolutely right about, Golden Feet being too aggressive in that bottom lane play. They should have just waited for Sec to get the Hex Flash to start the fight, but Lightning rushing and then using the Protobelt to fight just gave Steel Wolves so much reaction time to get the big flank over towards Kennen. Had they been a little bit more subtle, they could have gotten a free kill bot lane, potentially turn into a 4-on-5 team fight.
On top of that too, Azort, he's able to waste as much time as he can. He's got that invulnerability with the Zhonyas and the pool. On top of that now, Steel Wolves can look for very long rotations. They have 3 Cloud Drakes now. 3 Cloud Drakes. You kind of underestimate how effective that move speed becomes when you're trying to apply split push on multiple fronts.
Fast. Start moving incredibly quick. It's already a difficult task here. If you're Steel Wolves, you're probably just waiting for next Baron to come up. And that's going to be the time you look to fight. If you're Detonator, you're really trying to play a game of cat and mouse. See if you can find a single target caught out of position. Look for a quick lockdown, turn it into a 4-on-5, because that's what you really need. They're hunting around the red side of the jungle here, getting some okay vision, but again, Steel Wolves, there's no pressure. Just wait for next Baron. And if I was Detonator, I'd be trying to find a good flanking ward that you could potentially use Golden Feet for during the next Baron play, but even walking a ward out is so hard.
There is one in behind the Raptor pit he could go to right now if they wanted to go for a play. Instead, though, he's holding that bot lane, so if they don't find anything off a TP flank, there's going to be super minions starting to knock onto your Nexus towers.
Yeah, unfortunately, his Hail Mary play is going to have to be around the Baron, I think. I don't see Steel Wolves trying to risk anything so drastic inside the base. They can push for this inhibitor because there is no turret to help out Detonator if there is a fight to take place.
See, Pain up toward the top lane. That's going to be 2 members applying as much pressure as they can. That's going to be the Ragnarok being popped. Pain gets himself to safety, has still the GA, and that's going to be the inhibitor mid lane taken here by Steel Wolves.
I mean, really good damage coming out from Sec, but he doesn't get anything for it. Pain just backs off, knows that he can sit pretty in the top side of the map. Golden Feet had flash. This would be his time to try and force a fight, knowing that Pain's not here. The Steel Wolves are they're just hunting right outside the 2 turrets underneath the Nexus and saying, you know what, we don't even need this next Baron. We'll just all-man group top. This is clinical play coming out from Steel Wolves.
Let's see.
This is closing out games 101.
Let's go. They got themselves that cannon minion. Spirit gets a little bit of damage. Golden Feet does not have flash available. Sly caught out toward the side. 3-man knockup, though, comes out with the pulverize. A little bit of damage there. Golden Feet, though, there's your slicing Maelstrom. Spirit, though, has the cleanse available. He's able to get out of the stun, and they take down the cannon. And now here comes the rest of the pack moving forward. Spirit flashing forward, and Vansu going to go on to a killing spree. And both Nexus towers at half health. Archony going to pop the stopwatch. Spirit kiting back for his life. Triple kill comes out for Vansu. And Steel Wolves, they sink their fangs here in game 1 against Detonator, 26-12.
Causing the upset in the first game. Steel Wolves having a fantastic match victory from start to finish, playing that one incredibly well. And then when it came towards the late game, how to close out games 1-on-1. Beautiful. And we should start with the draft here because it was drafted really nicely. I didn't quite understand what they were going for besides the very aggressive bottom side of the map. Lucian, Alistar, Kiana, and Elise. I thought they were going to try and attack bot side. Instead, worked really well in the reactive plays against an aggressive Olaf. Kept him under control. Made sure they constantly got ganks towards bottom side of the map. And then when it came to late game, it was an instant rush of Zhonyas coming out from the Elise. Pair that with the second item rush coming out from Vladimir. You just had 2 pseudo tanks because there's
They
a
just
good,
waste so much time.
yes, it's a good 5 seconds you can't attack both of them. Like 5 seconds of invulnerability coming out from Elise and Vladimir, who can then get 2 spell rotations out, giving them maximum ability power damage, allowing Kiana to clean up, allowing Alistar to soak up damage as well as the main tank for the team. Really well played strategically. Like the draft phase was done really well. They dealt with the early game fantastically, played towards their win conditions too. And Detonator tried really hard. Like Cold and Feet tried to get a few ults off. You know, they tried to force the play. They were making the right moves. This was one of them that was forced really hard. And again, it was so close. The amount of damage coming out from a Golden Feet and Archony was so close taking it down, but that's the invulnerability. Vansu doesn't die for so long. Azure is incredibly tanky, and he doesn't die either. He can press Zhonya's here too. So you basically have 2 tanks, because of their invulnerability, who can deal damage like they're a carry. So this whole time they're like, we've got him, we've got him, we've got him, but the cavalry just shows up late, and even late is enough here for Steel Wolves to pick up all those kills. Case, unfortunately, falling so behind in the lane too means they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, easy takedowns there from Steel Wolves. As the pack strikes in game 1. I think for me too was, especially like you mentioned, they didn't wait around for that second Baron. They went and closed that game out beautifully. They also denied one of the key comeback factors, which was vision and control in that jungle. So Golden Feet couldn't get that miracle flank off.
No, from 15 minutes, that should have been Detonator trying to form the comeback. But no, they closed it off, and then after the first Baron, they said, this game's over. Let's just end it the proper way. They played it very well. That's actually, in all the LST games we've seen, even games like Win versus Liup, that's the first time a team has gone clinical. This is how you close a game when you're ahead.
Yeah.
So really well played coming out from Steel Wolves. Vansu getting the MVP off of that one. Yep, he led the team quite well to victory there. But all of them playing really well strategically and mechanically well. Spirit as an AD carry looks fantastic. It's like not night and day between him and YJY. It just looks like you just got YJY new skin. Like Chroma YJY right now. And that's exactly what Steel Wolves need. That's why I thought, you know, there was no chance. Because if we saw how Spirit played in the top lane, if he's a top laner coming in as a sub for an AD carry, oh, it's not good. But it seems like we got false information. It looks like he's an AD carry main. And he's just YJY in a new Chroma. Like, look great.
There we go. And for Steel Wolves, this is what you need in this series. If they're able to 2-0 Detonator, then they force a 3-way tiebreaker, which comes down to game time, and that was only like a 30-minute game.
I mean, the good news for Detonator is there's a lot of small things they can change. Like, number 1, what the hell was that draft?
What was that cannon gonna do?
Again, the cannon pick is fine, but then you need like Zaya Rakan there would have been perfect. You just change Tristana Braum for Zaya Rakan, that's great. Or put the Tristana top lane and then put something like Zaya bot lane with Braum would be a lot better, but they went for the Braum Tristana, didn't work too well.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and take a short break. When we come back, it's gonna be game 2 between Steel Wolves and Detonator.